Quadrilaterals, Section 1, Video 2. Let's look at the shapes we're going to be dealing with. Definitions of these shapes are going to be typed out, so pause if you have to as you write down these definitions. So first one is a trapezoid. And the properties of a trapezoid are that you have one pair of parallel sides. So here, in this case, we would call those two parallel. The legs, which are the other two sides, are not parallel. The two sides that you call parallel are also called bases. The isosceles trapezoid, as you can guess, has the same qualities of a trapezoid, one pair of parallel sides, and here the legs are equal. So yes, they hold true to the fact that they are not parallel, only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. But the other two have the common or new characteristic that they are equal. There's the trapezoid part, or excuse me, the isosceles part of that label. But you also get base angles equal, and those are your base angles there and there. So base angles are equal, just like with an isosceles triangle. A kite properties, properties are two pair of consecutive sides are equal. Now the terminology here is important because two pair of consecutive sides. So on a kite, those two sides are consecutive, one after the other. That's one pair of equal sides. Then you have another two pair that are consecutive and are equal in measurement. A parallelogram has two pair of parallel sides. So opposite sides there are parallel, and these two opposite sides are parallel. And opposite sides are also equal. So this side would be equal to that, this side would be equal to that side. And you also have a lot of common things with parallel lines, such as these two angles, if they're parallel sides, would be considered same side supplemental and things like that. But right now we're just going to be dealing with those pieces I just told you. But that will come into play later. A rectangle has properties of a parallelogram, and that's the shortcut version of how to write parallelogram, which means opposite sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. So that comes along with this shape. Then you also have, so those are the ones I just mentioned, four right angles, and that's what makes it a rectangle. So it has all the properties of a parallelogram and four right angles. A rhombus, all the properties of a parallelogram again, so opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are equal, which is this, and you also have opposite angles are equal. So this angle equals that one, and this angle equals that one. Now again, I'm only writing the added on features. I'm not writing in the parallelogram parts, but they are also true. For example, opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are equal, and so on. So when we say the properties of a parallelogram are a part of this, we have to remember that they are still there, even though I didn't mark it. A square, all the properties of a parallelogram, so two pair of parallel sides, opposite sides are equal, has properties of a rectangle, which means four right angles, and it has four equal sides, so quite a few criteria for this one. Only new thing would be opposite sides are all equal. So it takes a lot of things for something to be qualified as a square.